I said, I have an empties for you guys. I decided to divide this up into two, one for like bath and body products and then one for makeup because it was just way too many things I had accumulated, which props to me that I have been like on this journey of using up what I have, really decluttering, so yay! Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the makeup. This video is going to be all about different makeup products, and yeah, let's go ahead and start. This was part of my project pan, and this is the Smashbox Photo Filter Powder Foundation in shade number 3. As you can see there, I basically use the crap out of this super awesome powder. I absolutely love Smashbox. I say it all the time. I feel like their complexion products are not talked about enough. I absolutely love like their concealers, powders, foundations, and primers are just perfection. They are a photo studio, so that would make sense as to why it just looks so beautiful. And I absolutely would repurchase this once I finish the other like 30 powders that I have in my collection. But so happy that I used this up. Next up is by Farsali, the liquid glass. This just gave a very luminosity to the skin. Really enjoyed this. Also was in my project pan and used it up completely. One that I basically used until nothing could pump out no more is this right here by Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Luminous Foundation. Love how luminous and beautiful and just very natural this goes on. This is more of a light to medium coverage. Just a very, very beautiful foundation. Highly recommend. And I am in the shade 305N. Next is the Prep and Prime by MAC. This was in my collection forever. It was one of those things that every time I would click it, I was like, are you ever gonna stop? And this is in the shade Light Boost. This just really gives some brightening underneath the eyes. It's like a yellow undertone. They do have other shades available, like they have a peachy one and this is the yellow one. You can mix this in with your concealer to get a very bright under eye or just highlight different areas of your face. Really, really great formula. It's very thin, just blends like a dream and looks very beautiful on, and it will last you forever. Well, probably not. To me, it's hard for me to concentrate on one product because I have so many in my collection. So to use something up and like dedicate myself to something, it just feels like it's never ending. I also decluttered some products of, what is this called? These were actually sent to me by Sola Look, and sadly they went out of business. And when I see something go out of business, it's just kind of like a reminder that I haven't used something or that it's probably expired. So I went ahead and decluttered these. And sadly, they're going out of business. A lot of makeup brands and indie brands have been going out of business just because I feel like there's way too many makeup brands and too much makeup coming out. And literally, we're not all millionaires to buy every single thing that comes out. It's just impossible. And it's also a waste, you know? So sadly, they went out of business. They had these beautiful liquid lips. And this was a collection that was dedicated to like 90210. So it has like Brenda, Dylan, and Kelly. I was never one of those 90s kids who watched 90210. I was just never into it. But I know a lot of people were fans of that. Next up is the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal. This just, the matte side is really nice, but the shimmer side especially like creased up on me a lot. It wasn't a formula that I would gravitate to too much. I used as much as I can, and you can see there that I made a pretty big dent in it. But yeah, I don't know if the formula just kept getting older and older, but it just wasn't performing as good as it did when I first got it. Next up is this Duo from She Glam. This is an okay mascara. This isn't my favorite style of wand on the volumizing side because it's one that just goes like, it has that kind of twirl around it. I did like the lengthening side that is more of those spiky little like silicone-y spikes on the end of this wand. But overall, this was just an okay formula for me. Next up, I used up the Jaclyn Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This I used up probably until halfway, and then the formula started getting all watery and like goopy. I tried to like mix it up, but it was just coming out just nasty looking. So I was like, okay, this is probably expired. I really like this for hydrating underneath the eyes. It is a little bit more of a slip to it, so you do want to let it dry down quite a bit before actually applying any concealer. So I like some other under eye primers better than this one, and I don't think I will be repurchasing. Next up is something that was also part of my project pan, and it's the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. I absolutely love the way this smells. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of her scents, but I actually am. I love the way this would just give me a smooth canvas. It also hydrates a little bit. It's just a really, really great primer. Really enjoyed it. Next up is a mascara that I wish I loved. This is by New Lash. This is the new mascara. But this literally just stains my eyelids. It's a really great formula. The brush is pretty okay, especially for volumizing. But when I would look in the mirror, like I have pretty long natural lashes. Obviously I have fake lashes on right now, but my natural lashes would stain the top of my lid all the time. I would go to the mirror and then just have like little black marks up there from this. So this isn't like something that's transfer proof. When water hits this, you're gonna look like like Cruella de Vil when she's in the water. Like it's just yeah. I wish it was more waterproof. I wish that it was like not something that would transfer. I absolutely love New Lash, the Lash Grow Serum. I live and breathe by that thing. It's always in my skincare routine because it is just amazing what it's done for my lashes. But sadly the mascara did not work for me, and they did send me this for a review purpose. Next up is the, what is this? The Kat Von D. This was just old. This is a little tiny lipstick, and it was just getting old in my collection. I really enjoy her lip formula, but it is on the drier side, and she's not the owner of the brand anymore, so I guess it's reformulated. I don't know. Next up is the Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Luminous Primer. Another one in my project pan. Used it up completely. This smells so good, like watermelon. It gives a luminosity to the skin. Beautiful by itself or underneath makeup, or to actually pump some into your foundation to make it a little bit more liquidy and more of a natural glow to it. Love, love, love this. This is something that I would repurchase, but my collection is way too big, so I do have to go through a lot of the other stuff. This is the L'Oreal Double Extend Mascara. This is a tubing mascara. It was the very first tubing mascara that I ever tried and fell in love with. My other ride or die is the Thrive Mascara, and nothing has come close to that formulation at all. The Tarte new tubing one is close, but not. They kind of missed the mark a little bit. So yeah, so I absolutely love this, but this is a two-step, and you have to do the white side first to your lashes and then the black on top, and it is more of a hassle when the Thrive one it's a little bit pricier, but it's like all in one, and I don't have to worry about that. And another thing is that this one has like one of these like brushes that's pretty big, and the Thrive one has a more delicate brush where you can really get in there and like extend your lashes, and their whole formula and wand is perfection for me personally. But if you've ever wanted to try a tubing mascara, this is a good one to try out from the drugstore. Next up, something that I used up until nothing more could come out, is this Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow from Too Faced. This smells like chocolate. Not that I'm gonna smell my eyelids, but I really, really love this as a base for eyeshadow. I took this with me on my cruise, and it was just amazing because a lot of times I'm trying to get my son dressed. I don't have that much time to do my makeup, and so especially when I'm in a hurry, I would apply this all over the lid, just kind of blend it in, probably like a little bit above my crease, and then leave this empty space here, so kind of like as if it was a crease eyeshadow, and it was just like a nice neutral base, and then I could just pop on like a shimmer shade all over the lid, and it would look like I did more effort than what I did. So these are absolutely amazing. They remind me, this kind of reminds me of the About Face ones that I absolutely love as well. What is that one called? The About Face Fluid Eye Paints. This is very similar to this. This one's more pigmented, and they both blend like a dream, and they're really good for that, where you can just, like, it could literally be a crease color for you, and then you can just pop something all over the lid and go. So I did use this up as well. And then I decluttered some different lippies. First up, this one's for Makeup Forever, and it's just old as well. This was in the shade C211, and it was just a really nice, pretty pink. It started getting like some fungus on it, so I was like, yeah, I'm not putting that on my lips. And then another one that went out of business was Bite Beauty. And these, I hate the packaging on these. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell, but it gets like all sticky and like yucky. I don't know what it is, but every single one of them has done that, where it just gets so yucky on the outside. And so, yeah, between that and them going out of business, I was like, yeah, it's time to chuck these. And that is it for my empties for makeup. I'd love to hear your progress on your empties and your like low buy or no buy. For me, my low buy has been going so freaking well. I've literally shared with you guys every haul that I've done, and most of them have been like redeeming points at Ulta. So I haven't really purchased literally anything basically. Like, it's really like on one hand the little things that I purchased this year, so I'm super proud of myself. And you know, like a lot of the extra money has been going to the principal of my house, which is just amazing because I want to be basically debt free to be able to just travel and enjoy life even more. Anyways, let me know what you guys are up to as far as empties and stuff like that, or if you have an empties video, I'd love for you to share it down below so I can go watch it and show you some support as well. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you ain't subscribed, hit that red button. It costs nothing, it's free, and you can choose which videos you'd like to watch. And also, I do have social media if you want to share the love on my Project Panning over there. I try to do different makeup of the days, especially showing you guys different looks and just trying to use what I have. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.